In September 1965, the Kashmir Valley was defined by simmering tension. Civil unrest and wartime anxiety had become daily realities for the population. Every morning at 7:30, thousands of residents tuned into Radio Pakistan. The neighboring bulletins were delivering wartime propaganda that resonated with a worried public. To counter this, the Indian administration tried something unconventional. Instead of a direct ideological rebuttal, they launched a morning comedy show. This was Zoona Dab, or Moon Balcony. This 15-minute daily radio play used the relatable, domestic struggles of a common Kashmiri household to maintain public engagement. During a military conflict, the state found that cultural familiarity and humor were highly effective tools for holding the attention of the valley. The creative visionary behind this strategy was Pushkar Bhan. Born a century ago in 1926, he became the station's most prolific architect of radio and drama. Bhan spent his youth in the intellectual district of Haba Kadal. There, he observed the archetypes of Kashmiri society, the tea-stall idlers, the career bureaucrats, and the witty street dwellers. Following the 1947 partition, the region faced a cultural shift. English and Urdu were increasingly dominant in public life, leaving a gap for authentic, local language programming. Bhan's deep familiarity with the streets allowed him to translate the local idiom into a public identity that resonated across the airwaves. Bhan joined Radio Kashmir in 1952. Under his influence, the station evolved from a bureaucratic outlet into a center for regional performance and storytelling. He authored the Machama series, which earned him a Sahitya Academy Award. The show's rapid-fire wit and use of pure Kashmiri dialogue made it a staple of the region's listening habits. Bhan had a talent for connecting global events to local humor. When Neil Armstrong landed on the moon in 1969, Bhan saw a chance to experiment. In a single night, he wrote a parody that sent his iconic local characters to the moon. Using only sound design, he convinced his audience that these familiar voices were traversing the lunar surface. His theatrical skill was recognized even by world leaders. After a 1956 performance, Soviet Prime Minister Nikita Khrushchev personally stepped on stage to congratulate Bhan. Bhan demonstrated that the Kashmiri dialect could express everything from local satire to global scientific milestones. Bhan and his collaborator Somnath Sadhu managed to keep Zoona Dab on the air for 19 continuous years. They utilized a technique of indirect critique, often voiced through the character of a domestic helper named Mama Pipchi. The show took real-world grievances from the public and embedded them into fictional family arguments. By presenting these issues as domestic bickering, the writers could broadcast specific social critiques that might otherwise be censored. The strategy worked. The chief minister ordered state departments to monitor the show and fix the administrative and infrastructural problems the characters discussed. This use of satire as a mechanism for public accountability earned Pushkar Bhan the Padma Shri in 1974. In January 1990, the socio-political stability of the Kashmir Valley violently collapsed. The resulting mass exodus forced hundreds of thousands, including Pushkar Bhan, into exile. This displacement caused a deep psychological rupture, as a population was suddenly severed from its geographic and cultural environment. For Bhan, physical exile meant a sudden end to 4 decades of broadcasting the very linguistic heritage he had helped document. However, Bhan's recorded voice took on a new significance in the refugee camps of Jammu and the apartments of Delhi. Digitized archives of Machama and Zoona Dab began to circulate. For a community in exile, listening to these broadcasts provided a sense of continuity and a connection to their roots. While the physical landscape of the valley was gone, Bhan's audio archives persisted as a shared cultural anchor for the diaspora. As we mark his birth century, Pushkar Bhan's legacy is a testament to how shared humor sustains a community's identity, even when geography is lost.